Guys, welcome back to A Step Above. In today's video, this is actually a celebration video. As I said before, we have finally reached 100 YouTube subscribers. Yes, I know. It's a great moment. I'm very appreciative of everybody who subscribed to my channel and future subscribers. Thank you so much. In today's video, I've actually made a list of 10 questions that I'll be answering for you guys, just so you can know a little bit about my journey and who I am. So I really appreciate you guys for subscribing, and I hope you like this video. Stay tuned. I can't tell you guys how excited I am to finally be at 100 YouTube subscribers. I've always had a YouTube channel, but more so just for viewing pleasure. As far as putting in content, I didn't start that till this year. With the pandemic and everything that's going on, I thought, why not? This is the best time to start something since I had a lot of downtime. That said, let's get into these questions. I thought these would be some good questions to let you guys know, again, more about me and my sartorial journey and what that looked like over the past several years. So, we'll get into the questions. The first question: when and how did you get started on your sartorial journey? I started my journey, I believe I was 21 or 22. This was my third year in college. I started. I had this really good buddy of mine. His name was Nicholas, or his name is Nicholas Ekberg. He was from Stockholm, Sweden. And this guy dressed nice all the time. And in his country, it was a sign of respect to put your best foot forward. Now, he wasn't wearing suits and ties, but he just always looked nice. And it didn't help that he looked like a life-size Ken doll. This dude was, imagine a Ken doll, imagine as a person. That was him. Anyway, I always wanted to take some of what he had and incorporate that into how I dressed, because up to that point, I was a college athlete, so I wore hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, shorts. I maybe had a couple of pair of jeans here or there, but it was nothing to refine myself as far as going from high school to college to young adult. Outside of that, I didn't have anything to define myself, and me and him built a great relationship, and I tell him to this day that I really appreciate how he dressed and just how he wanted to put effort in how he looked. And I wanted to take that and incorporate that into my own journey so I can try to do something different. So it started around there. I know I started with buying cologne and then footwear, but it wasn't dress shoes. It was just like Polo Ralph Lauren shoes and Polo t-shirts, because at that time I thought Polo Ralph Lauren was like the brand to be, or like that was like the dressy brand. Again, being that young, I didn't know anything about the sartorial journey or YouTube. I knew about YouTube, but not about the menswear community on YouTube. Answer that question. Okay, so he was my biggest inspiration to start my journey and the evolution from that point moving forward. So much trial and error, it was absolutely ridiculous. Would I take a lot of the things back? I would, but I can't. So I just use them as learning lessons. Next question. Biggest mistakes in your sartorial journey? I'll start with one of my biggest mistakes. When I finally got into nice dress shoes, I started with Allen Edmonds, and I bought a couple pairs of Allen Edmonds. Of course, I baby them, I take care of them, and I didn't know about discounted Allen Edmonds. So I buy either when they're on sale or at original price. And I had such a collection of Allen Edmonds. I promise you, I probably had at least 30 pairs of Allen Edmonds. So many different rare kind that are not around anymore. At the time, I thought my shoe size was a 14E. So I bought all my Allen Edmonds, boots, loafers, all in 14E. And I was driving home and I was passing through St. Louis. And I told myself, there's an Allen Edmonds here. Let me go and get my foot measured by one of the master fitters there. Best mistake, or actually, it was the best thing for me, but it was at a painful price. I got my shoe, my foot measured. I was not 14E, not even close. I was actually a 13B. So all of the Allen Edmonds that I've collected, boots, Oxfords, Bluchers, loafers, all the ones that I've collected, they improperly fit my foot. Every pair I had was in 14E. So I ended up selling every single pair. Some I'd hit on, some I'd take a loss, and it was just a painful experience because I wish I would have had the knowledge before I started collecting just to eliminate that mistake, because it was such a costly mistake. And I look back on a lot of the shoes that I had and I'm like, man, you know, I went and got a custom pair of Allen Edmonds Strands in snuff suede with a leather bottom. I think at the time they were like, I think I paid, it was like $400 and maybe like $75 or something like that. My dog's probably gonna make an entrance, but that's okay. So I dropped all that money on those shoes, ended up having to sell them just because they didn't fit no more. So it was a painful lesson. So if I could pass any information on, I would tell all of you as you are on your sartorial journey, footwear, just to take your time. If you're not sure about your shoe, get a measurement. Just don't make the mistake I did, because it's a financial mistake and then it's a time mistake. Because I can always make the money back, but the time I spent looking for all those, I can't make that back. Third question. What are some of your regrets in menswear? I would say a regret would be me being impatient. Once I started to venture down the sartorial journey, I wanted to get this, I wanted to go here, and I know I started with JCPenney's, getting their sweaters, getting jeans. Just you're so enthusiastic with wanting to go down this journey that for me, I wanted to go here, there. I wanted to do everything, and it wasn't the best move for me. All the stuff that I bought during that time, I don't even have anymore. I just sold it, gave it to friends, or gave it to the Goodwill. Again, I look back on that, another financial mistake. For me, and probably for a lot of you out there, when you get involved in something, you're gung-ho, and you just want to do everything to have everything to say, I got this great collection. But when you don't take your time on things, you end up wasting a lot of time and money, and you look at a lot of the things that you had, a lot of things that got alterations done to, the thousands of dollars I spent on that. I don't have that stuff anymore, and I look back like, wow, it's unfortunate, but that's the thing about the sartorial community. You have a lot of trial and error before you can really refine your style to get to a point where you understand what it is that you like, what fits your lifestyle, and what you feel comfortable in. Let's go to the next question. Fourth question. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? Again, I started my YouTube channel in January of 2020, so this year. When I moved here in Denver, I've always enjoyed dressing well because it makes me feel good, and it inspires me to do better, it inspires me to walk upright, it inspires my overall mood, it makes me feel powerful. And when I put a suit on, or a sport coat, or I know just my clothes are tailored to me, I'm overwhelmed with a sense of accomplishment and power. So to the question, what inspired me? I had a friend, still have, her name's Naomi, and I told her about my passion to dress nice and everything, and she brought the idea, why don't you do a YouTube channel? And I told her, I've always thought about that, but I wouldn't know where, and I don't think I'd be very good at it. She told me, that's the key. You just have to start. You can always learn on the way. A lot of people who may be contemplating starting a YouTube channel, I would just encourage you, just get in front of the camera or phone and just start doing it. You'll feel accomplished. The fact that you took that initial step to do it. Yes, there's a lot of criticism out there, but that's just the part when you put yourself out there. But you're doing something that you have a passion for. So she was not the inspiration, but she was the one who kickstarted me to doing a YouTube channel. Fifth question. What is the most difficult part of doing YouTube? Editing, volume, effects. For me, that's still is one of the most difficult parts. I can do content when it comes down to those details. That's difficult. I think that may be difficult for many people. And again, to my point earlier, you just have to get out there and trial it. Yes, if you watch your first videos and watch maybe your last 3 videos, you're probably going to notice like, wow, there's such a change in what happened in the beginning till now. And it's just a part of the evolution. The more you know, the more you grow. Your videos get better in time, and then you just figure out different editing techniques of how to add this here, how to add that there, and it just comes together. If you look at a lot of big YouTubers and look at their first videos compared to where they're at, you'll see the evolution, and it's just all about learning. You learn something different every day. You learn how to do different things, and that is the beauty of YouTube. It's never a finish line. It's more so, what can I do to continue to improve to get the most eyes I can viewing my channel? 6th question. How do you make content? I don't have a particular way of making content. It's more so things that come to mind, and I'm like, hey, that'll make for a good video. I'm sure a lot of you, when you're looking for specific things on YouTube and you can't find it, you're like, man, how am I supposed to get the information to look this up? You can try forums, but it may not give you all the information you need. And that's when it dawned on me, like, hey, I can talk about some of the stuff that I wanted to find on YouTube, but I couldn't. So I'll make that content because there may be other people who are searching for this particular thing and stumble across my video on my channel and like what they see. So that was the inspiration of just making content. Or I'll try to do a spin-off. If I see a YouTube video and I'm like, you know what, I like that, but I have a different opinion about it, so I'm gonna make that video. So I'll make a video based off their video, but from my point of view, I think this is the direction you should go in the sartorial journey. There's not a right or wrong. I can disagree with it, but then if I disagree with it, I'm gonna have something else that you can view that's tangible. Okay, I see a different point of view, so it's not just one point of view of this being the end all be all. To add to that, majority of videos that I post on my YouTube, those are all old videos. I do 2 videos a week, Monday and Friday, so I do 10 a month. I probably have 30 to 40 videos that I consistently do. This video, you will see this video earlier. Just so you know, all of my future videos, those are all old videos. So I do a lot of content, but I just keep it safe because I don't want to just flood every single day with YouTube videos. I know that's what people do to get subscribers, but I like doing mine a specific way, and it works for me. The 7th question: what do you want to gain from doing YouTube? I would like to gain a platform to talk about what it is that I enjoy. More specifically, the sartorial journey. Yes, there's so many YouTubers out there, and they're all great in their own way of how they provide content. I've heard before, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. I would encourage you all to not listen to that. If there's something that you want to say or there's something that you want to do, go do it. If you want to put it on YouTube, put it out there. If it's something that you enjoy, you don't know who is looking for inspiration, and you may be that one who inspires them to do a YouTube channel. They may be just as hesitant as you are, but you have to look in yourself of, this is what I want to do, this is what I enjoy. Even if I have 3 subscribers, that's 3 people who enjoy what I'm saying. So whether I have 3 or 300,000, I'm gonna put the content out there, because again, it's what I enjoy doing, it's what I'm passionate about. If I'm passionate about it, I'm gonna let other people know, hey, this is my passion. And you can either like it and watch it or not. Option's yours. Okay. The 8th question. How does someone understand their style? It's definitely a learning process. I think you have to go through a lot of trial and error to understand who you are, what you want your clothing to present to society around you. Also your lifestyle, maybe even your career, but I'd take the career as face value, because you can work at McDonald's, but on the weekend, if you have it off, or nights you have off, you want to wear something nice. So it really doesn't matter about the career, but more so, what do you want to represent? What is the message that you want to project to everybody? Do you want to be a suit and tie kind of guy? Do you want to be jeans and a leather jacket type of guy? Or do you want to be, what are those, joggers in a V-neck type of guy? Whatever message you want to project out there, and if you feel comfortable and confident in it, by all means. Everything that we wear attracts a different caliber of person, whether it be male or female. Some ladies like this, some ladies like a more polished look, some like the bad boy kind of look. And you're going to attract people from different areas based off how you look. Again, as society, we put a lot into what we see. When I say we're judgmental people, I'm saying that in the sense of, when we look at someone, we form an opinion. We may not act on that or treat them in a way, but we do project our thoughts onto them, just not verbally, more internally. So I would tell you to understand your style, understand who you are before understanding your style, the things you like to do, things you enjoy, and try to create a wardrobe that resonates with those areas of your life. And I think you'd be better off than trying to jump from here to here to here and spend time and money, or wasting a lot of time and money, to be correct. Okay, where were we at? The 9th question. What message would you pass to other listeners in regards to their sartorial journey? main message: take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. Unlike me, when I first started, I dove in head first and I made a lot of mistakes. I would urge you to take your time. Soak up as much content as you can about how you want to represent yourself before you make that first purchase. Because in the classic menswear, you want to have pieces that you enjoy wearing. It's not just fashion, but it's classic menswear that you could wear 3 years from now, 9 years from now, 19 years from now. Yes, the body may change, but getting something that can transition through the years where it looks good now like it would 10 years from now. Take your time. Even on shoes, take your time. Understand what my budget is or what your budget is before you make a purchase. Have something tangible, meaning write some stuff down of what I want my capsule wardrobe to look like. If I want to have just 10 items, what are those 10 items? Make a spreadsheet, just so, again, you don't have to waste time looking for all these things, but you know exactly what you want. You know how much you have to spend or willing to spend on it. I wouldn't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I have, and when all that time's gone and all that money's gone, it's a painful lesson. Trust me, it is. Okay. The 10th question. Why did you decide to do a YouTube channel? Question is similar to the previous ones. I wanted to do a YouTube channel because I enjoy the sartorial lifestyle. I'm invigorated just to talk about fabrics, classic menswear, seasonal clothing, and it's similar to men who like talking about cars or poker or guns. When you have a passion for it, you just enjoy the little nuances about it. You can talk to other people about that and they understand what you're saying. When you talk to an individual about a houndstooth pattern or Milanese buttonholes, those things, they ignite me, so to speak. And I could talk about them all day. It's wonderful to have the knowledge and want to pass that knowledge to other people. It's a joy. It really is to do this and share my passion with other people. I know you can just be that guy who just dresses nice, and the information you have, your friends may not be in the same arena as you as far as wanting to understand that. So you have so much information but no one to give it to. So you're just kind of walking around with it. And I did not want to do that. Not saying all my boys have to do what I do, because for one, you can't. So let's get that out the way. But for two, you do your own thing. You do what's comfortable for you. So to reiterate a point from the past, if you have a passion for it, and you want to put it on YouTube, do it. All you have to do is start. You just click that start button, and you do what you have to do. You'll get better in time. It's a learning process. That said, that's all 10 questions. Guys, I wholeheartedly appreciate you guys tuning in, subscribing. This is to another 100 YouTube subscribers. I hope this has given you an opportunity just to know a little bit more about me and my journey through the sartorial lifestyle. There's more to come, absolutely is, and I look forward with you guys sharing every step of the way of my journey. So thank you. I very much appreciate that. I appreciate you guys' audience, and I'll catch you next time.